What's going on YouTube? It's your homie guy about to bring y'all a new video today on the It's On You channel. This is going to be part 3 of my AR10 build, Aero Precision, chain within 308. And this is pretty much the final look of it. This is pretty much all I'm going to do to it. But before we get into that, I like to do my Edc dump. This is what I'm carrying today. I'm also rocking this thin red line, little silicone bracelet, representing all the firefighters. G-Shock. Over here on my left side, I got my AirPods in this Nike silicone case. The keys, which is on a recycled firefighter lanyard. Also got a little O light on here. It was a gift when I bought when they had a little sale a while back. I got my Right in the Rain notepad, bandana. This is actually coming in handy a lot, even though I used to just use it for sweat. But since now in Birmingham, they got this little city ordinance. If you out in public, you gotta have a mask on or something covering your mouth and nose. So it's coming in handy. So this is truly being used other than just sweat. My left pocket, I got my Streamlight Protect 2LX. This pretty much never changed. I swap out lights every now and then, but I pretty much carry this like 95% of the time. My wallet, which is also made by Recycled Firefighter. All right, my front right pocket, we got my EDC knife of choice, which is a Spyderco Paramilitary 2 all black G10 grips, and Fisher Space Pen bullet. Burt's beeswax, gotta have that for the chapstick. Zippo lighter with a Thunderbird insert to use butane fuel, and also would have been my phone, which is in a Magpul case. I also would have carried it in my right back pocket. This is a Magpul field case for my iPhone 7 Plus, and the gun, carrying the CZ-P07 Omega with the night vision tritium insert sights, and it's all riding in a 77 Solutions EDC rig with the red carbon fiber. Make sure that's it. That's all I got. Oh, my multi-tool, which is my Scalar tool made by Leatherman. Y'all know I love it. Carry it pretty much every day. And my belt is made by Blue Alpha Gear. So we're gonna change the view up so we can get a better view of it, and we'll get right into it. All right, guys, I'm gonna try to give the best view I can. And this is one of the things that I added to it. That's why I'm happy. I don't sell stuff a lot. I know a lot of people buy stuff, they don't use it, they don't like it on a particular gun, they sell it. For some reason, I like to hold on to stuff because you never know when you might want it, when you know it might change your mind or whatever about it. So I kept this. I bought this Burris Fast Fire 3. I bought this when I didn't know crap for real. For my first AR, the Core 15, and I had it mounted on there, and it was zeroed in. It was pretty good, but I didn't like the field of view for that rifle. And then I ended up getting the Vortex Strike on there. Now, this is pretty much what this red dot was pretty much made for. Pistol / a offset for your your long range rifle, or if you got a rifle that has a magnified scope on it. This is good for anything that's 50 yards or less. I would say really 30 yards or less, because with the scope you're still okay with the 50 yards. But anywho, like I said, 50 yards for me, 50 yards or less, I'm using this red dot. And I use this True Glow offset optic mount. This is a universal one, so you just pretty much change this plate right here to fit the red dot that you have. Now they don't take all red dots, but they take most of them, and especially if they have the same footprint as like a Trijicon RMR or something like that. So this burst fast fire, if I'm not mistaken, has the same footprint as the Trijicon RMR, so that was pretty cool. And as you can see, you see the CMC trigger. Y'all already seen pretty much most of it. I just thought I'd change the view. And the other thing that I finally put on here was, the other two things was the bipod and this right here. Well, you can't see it. Let me change it up. This thing is so big, it's just hard to get everything on the camera. This muzzle brake. This is a VG6 Gamma for the 762. Pretty much 762 by 51 308, and it also says it can do 300 blackout. So this muzzle brake is a lifesaver. This thing, it is unbelievable how this has made me enjoy shooting this so much more. I only shot it twice, and I had fun shooting it the first time when I did my test firing and all that. But when I say it beat up my shoulder so bad and my collarbone, this thing tames this like I could never imagine. It made this shoot like a 5.56. It shoots flat. It allows you to shoot faster too and stay on target. And then when I say it now I will say this. If you're standing on the side, you might want to, whoever's on the side of you, might want to try and shoot where you by yourself, or if somebody on the side of you, might want to let them know before you shoot, because it makes it super loud. So I mean, when I say loud, I mean loud. I mean, it's pretty much unbearable. So you kind of want to be mindful. If you're at the range and you got some people on the side of you, you might want to tell them to step back, or if you can space yourself out from anyone else at the range, that'll be very, very helpful. Because even with ear protection, it ain't gonna do that. I mean, if you got the ear pros, you might want to stick some the little foam ones in there on the side of it, because if you're standing on the side, it's gonna be horrible. Now you want to probably tell them to stand behind you if they can, but it makes it super loud, very, very loud. Now I will say the issue that I had with this at first, which I did buy these also for my Dame Defense and my my BCM 11.5 build, which I'll do another video on that. But I had to buy the Surefire shims, and the shims are pretty much spacers, because when you hand tighten this, ideally, once you hand tighten this, you want these ports right here to be pretty much facing you this way, coming towards you. If the gun is sitting up straight like this, you would want the let me change this. Okay, this is better. When you hand tighten this, before you tighten it down with a wrench, you want these ports to be on this side. That way, once you get it right there with your hand tight, you tighten it down with a wrench. So the threads are not matching up with this muzzle brake, so I had to get the shims pretty much / spacers. So I had to use pretty much every last one of the shims in there to get it just right, and it's still not totally perfect, but this is as close as it's gonna get, because you want the symbol, which you see right here, the VG6, you want that to be at the bottom, so that way it will push all the gas and the power up into the side to keep this flat as you shoot. That's all I had to say. I will put a link in the description so you guys can check out the muzzle brake and pretty much everything on here except for this burst fast fire. Everything on this gun I ordered it from Primary Arms. So I've got a link on the first video of all the parts. I'm going to do a link for the muzzle brake and the shims in the description on this video, and also I put this True Glow offset mount. I didn't. I got this mount off of Amazon, so I put a link on the in the description for that. And we're gonna close this video out. VG6 Gamma on the 7.62, the AR10 build. Shoots flatter than a motherfucker. Love this shit. That ends the video. Hopefully anybody who's out there in the process of building the gun, hopefully this information can help you out. And if you already built the gun, you've been thinking about changing some stuff up, you know, that might help you out too. But anywho, like I said, hopefully y'all have a good one. Stay safe, stay healthy. I don't even want to get on this Corona-19 thing. Just don't be so paranoid and don't be so freaked out about it. Live your life, wash your hands. That's all I got to say. Anywho, y'all get out there and train. Be safe. Peace. Unc Life. It's on you.